I'm very proud that we have a public law school here in Massachusetts, and I'm proud of the role that I was able to play as governor in helping that come about.
This is a good school for someone who wants to get in on the ground floor of a school that's going places.
It's nice to be able to go to the University of Massachusetts because it's a leader in all forms of education.
All of our community shares this excitement about the ability to define a new role for the law school in the society.
That energy moves through the students as well as the professors and creates a wonderfully stimulating atmosphere that is very exciting to be a part of.
I can't imagine a school meeting my needs any better than UMass Law has.
We're a fairly small school, which means that I can get to know students more easily than if we had vast, innumerable people in lectures.
Teachers know you by name, first and last. Really can't even explain how much the faculty rally around each student.
If I had any questions or any issues with the subject matter, I could go to those professors, and they were very open and welcoming, and they were all very knowledgeable.
You can meet a professor in the grocery store, and they'll stop and go, "Hey, do you remember you asked me that question?" And right there on the spot, in the middle of the aisle, they'll start explaining it to you.
The students are great because they're so diverse. They have a variety of different experiences, a variety of interests.
My classmates come from all walks of life, which is wonderful. And I think it adds such a depth to the conversation.
I think UMass Law grads are going to be uniquely prepared. First of all, our faculty have practiced law. Second of all, our curriculum is designed to train them in the skills they need to be lawyers.
When it comes to UMass Law grads, a judge or a practitioner, the first thing they notice is that we're ready to roll up our sleeves and get to work.
I got a lot of trial experience at UMass, and when I got out of law school, I was already good at trying cases.
A lot of the classes really focus on forcing you to act as a lawyer, so I know I will have the capabilities and the training and everything I need to do outside of school.
Within 2 or 3 months of getting sworn in as a lawyer, I was arguing really my first case ever before the Supreme Judicial Court of Massachusetts, and that was indicative of the success of UMass Law School.
The fact that UMass Law is so affordable does allow me to pursue a career that I want based on my passion, as opposed to feeling like I need to secure a job to repay my debt. That's an incredibly freeing feeling.
Well, I think a public law school has a great opportunity to direct people to focus in a very intentional way on the public good.
The mission of UMass Law really focuses around being a citizen lawyer, to go out there and really help the people.
We are trying to create a community that is motivated by a common ethical priority, and that is justice. There's a disconnect between the number of people out there who are practicing law, which is quite substantial, and the people who need legal services.
It's those people especially that need us to reach out to them, to educate them on what their rights are.
Everybody should have the same access to an affordable representation, legal advocacy. I think that this school allows that to happen.
I think as a public law school, the University of Massachusetts Law School has a special obligation to create justice-centered lawyers. We want our curriculum to be infused with ideas of justice, thinking not only about what's the answer, but is it the right answer? Does it bring more justice to the world or less?
The notion that you're thinking outside yourself and about the community's interest and the greater good, I think, is a really important thing to try to encourage in new lawyers. So why not have a law school that makes that a conspicuous and out loud centerpiece of what they're trying to accomplish in terms of how they inspire students?
I think 10, 20 years from now, we'll look back and we'll say, well, remember that day when we were just starting and when creating justice-centered lawyers was just a dream.
I think in the future, we'll be charting a new model for legal education.
You're going to see a class of lawyers that are dedicated to social justice and public service.
They're going to become involved in key roles in policymaking, in lawmaking, in helping people.
Its future is incredible, and the opportunities that will arise as a result of it continuing to grow will be immeasurable.
If you want a great education that's reasonable, where everyone will know who you are, this is a law school to come to.
I came here to UMass Law because I knew I could get exactly what I needed in order to be the attorney that I wanted to be.
The moment I walked through the doors, I knew this was the school that was going to help me achieve my dreams. I'm having an absolutely wonderful time. This has been one of the best decisions of my life.